Hey guys, this is Blake.
And Emily.
And we have a new series starting today. It's Labor Day and Labor Day. And we were bored at home, and so we decided, with all of the resources I have here at my mechanical repair shop, that we're going to build a go-kart for fun. So we'll start that today, and in just a second I'll have Emily explain what some of the parts are that we have, and then we'll draw out our design for you, and then hopefully make it like a weekly, that's ambitious.
That's super ambitious.
Maybe bi-weekly series.
Just kind of as we go.
Yep.
As we find time.
And we're gonna do it super cheap, and I wouldn't say very high quality, so if you're watching this as a go-kart professional fabricator or whatever, you might want to go watch a different video instead.
Gonna be a little redneck, maybe.
Yep. Alright, we'll be right back.
So for our engine or motor, we have this one here we're going to steal off of a mower that Blake already had on hand. We have a two-person seat so we can ride side by side on it. We have the small front tires, big back tires.
And just some tools for...
And then just some tools.
Disassembly and reassembly once we get started.
Yes.
Alright, let's draw up the design. Okay, so based on the materials that we have on hand, as you saw previously, our rear tires are probably nearly double the size of our front tires. So we're going to go with kind of what I'm going to call a drag racer type go-kart. It's going to have quite a bit of, I think it's rake they call it, where the back end is going to sit up a lot higher than the front end. So let's see what we've got. Here's kind of a side view. Here's our large back riding mower tire. And then sitting inside of this we have the stock transmission and differential with the big pulley there, the other wheel over here. And then I haven't decided yet if we should have our small vertical engine sit in the back or in the front. I'm thinking the back will be ideal, so we'll have it sit back here. That way, with our seat up here, we can save that much space by having the engine back out of the way. We'll come up to our small front tires. We've got our double seat sitting in here, and then just a simple rectangular frame of probably square steel tubing. And then finally we'll come up with our steering, which will be real simple as well, just a steering wheel on a rod like that with two tabs that go to each side. So that way, if you turn left, it pulls on this one and pushes on this one, and your wheels go left. And same thing in the right direction. Okay, so here we have our rear end off of an old riding lawnmower, and the stock transmission is going to be geared pretty low because your lawnmower probably goes 8 miles an hour in the high gear. And so we're going to have to likely downsize this pulley quite a bit, which will give us greater speed. It'll give us a little bit less torque, and you need to find kind of a happy medium of your speed to your torque so that you don't have to push the thing to get it rolling because you have no torque, and by the same token you don't want to be going 10 miles an hour and be able to climb mountains, because that doesn't do any good around here. Okay, so what Emily's going to do is draw a line at the 12 o'clock position on the pulley, and it's going to be a little hard to see, but we'll be able to make it out. You can see there, it's just a faint red line. And then she'll also draw a line on the axle to correspond with that line. So it'll be facing us, yep, right there. And then, as she turns the pulley on the transmission, slowly the wheel's going to start turning. Yep. So you can see there, she's gone around one time right there, and it's probably hard to tell on there, but in person the line on the axle's hardly moved. So we're just going to keep going until it comes all the way around. There's 2,
3, 4, 5, keep going, 6, 7, I think you're a little over halfway, 8, 9, 10, keep going,
11, 12. Is that it right there?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would make this roughly a 12-to-1 gear reduction, which means we've got to actually look this up between this week and the next video, but what we're going to do is look at the specs on the engine sitting right back there and see what the average RPM of that engine is. So let's say, for example, it's just 1,000 RPM. Yep, so 1 foot for each rotation times 100. So we're going to go 100 feet in a minute, which is extremely slow. Based on just the rough math, it's not at all accurate with the RPMs and things like that, but this is geared very low. So what we're going to do is pop off this pulley, and we've got the tools to do that, and look through the supply of pulleys, and this will probably be in our next episode. Just hold on to the pulley while you buzz it. Yep. Keep going. Yeah. So we're gonna downsize this pulley quite a bit, and you can see it's a splined pulley. I think our best bet is going to be to find one with the same diameter and weld it in place, because I'm not going to have one of those splined pulleys. But if you're doing this at home without a welder, in the next video we can talk about another method for getting to your desired gear ratio. So let's lay out the rest of the cart and we'll be right back with that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull this engine off of the mower. This is a good running engine, and typically I would repair the mower, and it's got a bad rear wheel, you can see, but this is going to make a better engine for our go-kart than it would have made as a mower. So what I typically do when working on a mower, whether you're using a lawnmower engine for your go-kart or needing to repair your mower to use it, is tip it back on its handle and put some sort of weight, like a brick or something, to hold it back. And then you've got all kinds of access underneath. So first thing is to buzz off the blade, because we're not going to need that anymore. And we'll set that aside. Next, there are 3 mounting bolts that hold the engine to the mower deck. I'll take those out now. And if you don't have an impact driver at home, a wrench or a ratchet will work fine. Just not quite as fast.
Whoa!
There goes the motor. And then finally, we've just got our pull rope attached and our kill switch or cable attached here. So to get that cable off, we'll just squeeze this plastic clip and pull it out. And I should have had a pliers ready to do this, but you can do it without also. And then there's a little S curve on the end that'll come out. And then also a wrench on here would have been good. I wasn't prepared, but you can do that without as well. You just have to squeeze it underneath here and pull it out like that. So there's our donor engine for the go-kart. Alright, here's the mock-up stage. We've got everything laid out, nowhere near to size.
Look,
I think, legs. Yeah, I think we might as well make it a little bit longer than you see here. That way we're not quite so cramped. The width is pretty much limited to the seat as far as that goes, but yeah, I think this is going to be cool. So thanks for watching, and hopefully in 2 weeks we'll see you on the next video.
Bye!